Fun simplifying radical expressions. So this first one here in the top left, we've got the fourth root of 32 divided by the cube root of 2. Well, let's see. Why don't let's try to get these to the same base, I guess, beginning. And then my denominator, the cube root of 2, that radicand of 2, that's about the best I can do. But the 32 in the numerator, I could rewrite this as the fourth root of 2 to the fifth power, now divided by the cube root of 2. And you know what? I think I'm going to put this in exponential form with radical exponents. So this means we would have 2 raised to the power of 5 over 4. Let me make a better 5 right there. 5 over 4. And this cube root of 2 I could set as 2 to the 1/3, but it's in the denominator. So why don't we just rewrite this, and we're going to multiply this now by 2 to the negative 1/3. Okay, that's the cube root of 2, putting it in the denominator. Now, if I multiply these two exponentials, remember I've got to add the exponents, and in order to add the exponents, I've got to come up with a common denominator. And my common denominator would be 12. So that means the 5 over 4, I'm going to need to multiply by 3 over 3. And once I do, I've got 2 to the 15 over 12 times, and the 2 to the negative 1/3 I need to multiply by 4 over 4, which then would give me 2 to the negative 4 over 12. Okay, well now we can just multiply these, and we're adding them. Of course, it's going to involve subtraction. And so let's see, 15 minus 4, and let me get my 2. 15 minus 4 is 11, and that's over 12. And then now let's put this back in radical form. So this would now be the 12th root of 2 raised to the 11th power. And that's pretty impressive. 12th root of 2 raised to the 11th power. I wonder what in the world that would be, but I'm not going to try. All right, let's look at the one on the bottom left. We've got the cube root of 16 times x to the 4th. Let's do a little rewriting of this. Now, I know that 16 is the same as 2 to the 4th power. So I'm going to rewrite like this. I'm going to say then that we've got the cube root of 2 cubed times the cube root of 2 to the 3rd times 2 to the 1st. That's 2 to the 4th power, cube root of both of those. And then I'm going to rewrite this x to the 4th as the cube root of x cubed times the cube root of just x. Now let's take out our cubes here. Well, let's see, the cube root of 2 cubed is 2. Got that one out of the way. And the cube root of x cubed is x. Got that one out of, not that one. This one out of the way. And then that leaves me with the cube root of 2 times the cube root of x, which I can then write as the cube root of 2x. And shazam, we have simplified that expression of the cube root of 16 times x to the 4th. Now, lastly, the third one. I got y to the 1/2, which is the square root of y, plus 2, over y to the 1/2 minus 2, or the square root of negative 2. And I could make those square roots. In fact, I might do that myself, just because I might see that a little bit easier since it's just simply a square root. But I'm going to leave it as it is. But what I do need to do is multiply this thing by the conjugate of the denominator. So that would give me y to the 1/2 y to the 1/2 minus 2, and let's put parentheses around all this stuff, times y to the 1/2. Excuse me, that's not minus 2, it's got to be plus 2, plus 2. That's the conjugate, minus 1/2 plus 2. And now let's FOIL those expressions. And so let's see, y to the 1/2 in the numerator, y to the 1/2 times y to the 1/2. If I add 1/2 and 1/2 together, that's just going to give me y. And then I've got y to the 1/2 plus 2, and then 2 plus 2 again to the 1/2. So, well, maybe I should write this out. Plus 2y to the 1/2 plus 2y to the 1/2. And then 2 times 2 is just 4. And we'll simplify that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and deal with the denominator. All right, so now I got y to the 1/2 times y to the 1/2 again, which is just going to be y. And then y to the 1/2 times positive 2 to the 1/2. Well, that's going to be 2y to the 1/2. And then negative 2 times y to the 1/2 is going to give me minus 2y to the 1/2. And then negative 2 times positive 2 is going to be minus 4. Well, in my denominator, the positive 2 to the 1/2 and the negative 2 to the 1/2 is going to cancel. And let's go ahead and combine the like terms in the numerator. So we got y plus 4y to the 1/2 plus 4 over y minus 4. Don't you just love it when a good plan comes together? You might want to practice these. Practice with patience and perseverance, all while being persistent in learning your math techniques, methods, and so on and so forth.